Listen, we about to see the most embarrassing ways people have died. We giving away the Darwin Award, okay? Natural selection. Let's get it.
So when the metal hit his mug, he just sunk in place. 100K Holla, chillin' Bahamas. Come home to your crib and throw in your mama.
It's good, HollaSquad. We are the littest squad on the YouTube platform, but today we're back with another reaction, and we're reacting to people dying in very, very, very dumb ways. Some things you probably should never do. The last one we watched was like part 10. We went back to part 3 because this was the one that was at the top when I searched it. So we're going to do this one. If y'all enjoy these videos, make sure y'all smash that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that sub button. Join the HollaSquad. We just hit 6K. Okay? We trying to get to 100 of them things by the end of the summer, which means we got a long way to go. So y'all make sure y'all start hitting that button. But we're going to hop into this. Let's get it. Shout out to Be Amazed.
And omits the dumbest people from the gene.
That was from
It's not great news for the people whose head was crosswind, but for us, it's fantastic, as we can keep entertained by the amusing tales of people with a room temperature IQ who perish due to a lack of intelligence.
Room temperature
Let's
IQ,
get
that's
to it
tough.
with more Darwin Award winners.
Turn up the volume a little bit. It's up. Oh, dang, it's down. I'm tripping.
Number 16. Death by Beard. Hans Steininger served several terms as mayor of the small Austrian village of Braunau-Emmen.
Pause.
He had a 4.5-foot long beard, which he kept neatly rolled and stuffed in a pocket. When a fire broke out in his village in September 1567, Steininger found himself at the center of panicking townspeople. His beard loosened from its pouch and unraveled as he tried to suppress the commotion. Steininger was too rushed to re-roll his beard, so he pushed it out of the way. His decision proved to be fatal when he tripped over his beard at the top of a flight of stairs and tumbled down the steps, breaking his neck along the way. Number 15. Crushed by a cactus. One day in 1982,
Why'd you have the beard, bro?
Young
Why?
and presumably bored roommates named David Grunman and James Sukochi decided to wander the desert near Lake Pleasant, Arizona, with shotguns. During their walk, Grunman opened fire on a 10-foot saguaro cactus. It quickly toppled, and Grunman then shot 2 rounds into a 27-foot tall cactus,
And it's gonna fall on
causing
him.
a large and heavy arm of the plant to fall off. Grunman was crushed to death by the spiny, long saguaro arm.
You know how trash of a death that has to be, bruh? To die with the things prickling in your face, and you're just there stuck till you die. That's what you get, though. That's what you get.
Saguaros are only found in the Sonoran Desert and are protected by Arizona law. In the case of David Grunman's unlawful behavior,
And you breaking the
he
law?
received a death sentence, courtesy of the cactus he
That's
shot.
tough, my brother.
Number 14. Fatal Test Run. As the aviation age took off, a tailor named Franz Reichelt decided to pursue a dream that was far beyond the scope of his profession. In 1911, the aspiring inventor entered a contest to create a safety parachute. He created a parachute suit, which was a standard flight suit improvised with rods, rubber lining, and a silk canopy. Reichelt broke his leg during early tests and blamed the chute's failure on the short height he jumped from. After a
this man
year
tripping,
of
bro.
lobbying for permission to test the parachute suit from the Eiffel Tower, Reichelt was given the green light. Police and onlookers expected him to use test dummies, and when they realized he intended to test the product himself, they tried talking Reichelt out of jumping.
Bruh, why can't you just use a dummy first, bruh? It's not that hard. Hey, you deserve it, my brother.
He was so confident in his parachute suit, however, he took the 187-foot plunge and died on impact with the ground. Number 13. Shopping Cart Catastrophe.
How somebody died by shopping cart, bro?
18-year-old Cameron Bieberly took a joyride in a shopping cart. In 2008,
listen to his last name. He do look like a Bieber. A Bieberly.
18-year-old Cameron Bieberly took a joyride in a shopping cart that was attached to the bumper of a car. When the car hit a speed bump, the Florida teen was catapulted 27 feet and landed on his head when he hit the pavement. He died shortly after.
Hold up.
And the car hit a speed bump joyride in a shopping cart that was attached to the bumper of a car. When the car hit a speed bump, the Florida teen was catapulted.
How fast was the car going for this man to hit 27 feet in it? That's almost 3 basketball goal heights. GG in the chat for my boy. Deletion, okay? Delete them.
Catapulted 27 feet and landed on his head when he hit the pavement. He died shortly after. Be-released parents became adamant campaigners against car surfing, a trend among teens that has become increasingly popular in recent years. Apparently, a growing number of today's
Look at her teeth, bruh.
Increasingly popular in recent years. Apparently,
Yo, look. Just pay attention to the grill right here.
a growing number of today's adolescents and young adults need to be shown evidence of a tragedy to avoid dangerous driving behaviors that could kill them. Number 12. Motorcycle helmet protest death. In the summer of 2011, 55-year-old Philip A. Contos attended a protest against New York State's motorcycle helmet requirement.
Terrible.
Around 550 motorcycle enthusiasts rode together without their helmets in a show of solidarity against the safety law. During the demonstration,
So dumb,
Contos'
bruh.
1983 Harley-Davidson fishtailed when he hit the brakes and he was thrown over the handlebars. He hit his head on the pavement and
The
was pronounced
irony,
dead
bruh.
at the
The
hospital.
irony.
The medical expert who pronounced Contos dead believed he would have undoubtedly survived the accident if he had been wearing a helmet.
That's crazy,
Abate,
bro.
The organization that sponsored the ride maintained their view that motorcyclists should have a choice of whether or not to wear a helmet. Number 11.
You came to an anti-helmet rally and died because you wasn't wearing a helmet. Delete them, bro. Delete.
11.
Crazy.
Multitasking misadventure. 20-year-old Kalita Hicks was driving her 1986 T-Top Monte Carlo along a dark Kentucky highway at 3 a.m. one morning in August 2010. She had a passenger named Thomas May with her, and they decided to switch seats, and apparently saw no need to pull over. As Hicks attempted to climb over the T-top and into the passenger seat, her foot hit the steering wheel, causing the car to veer left. May
Oh,
grabbed
my
the
God.
steering wheel and turned it sharply to the right. The swerving
Left it
caused
flew
Hicks to
her.
be thrown from the roof of the car. She hit her head on the guardrail as she landed on the pavement. Hicks was flown to the University of Kentucky Medical Center and died during surgery.
Bro, y'all are literally on the highway, bro. Just pull over and switch. It's not that deep. You're going to lose 30 seconds off your trip. And now look at you, lost your life. That's tough.
Number 10. Self-Decapitation. In 1995, a group of Polish men decided to measure their masculinity, and evidently their intelligence, or maybe lack thereof, by playing drinking games. One of the competitors amputated the end of his foot using a chainsaw. In an effort to one-up him, 30-year-old farmer Krzysztof Asninski swung the chainsaw toward his neck and cut his own head off. We all know that drinking games usually never lead anywhere good, but when it comes to winning the award for collective inebriated stupidity, this one's a no-brainer.
What?
Number 9. Party boat.
Fam tried to cut his foot off on some saw stuff. I never knew there was people this dumb out here, bro. I never knew it. But they got deleted. I deleted. They playing
In
Lobby
2018,
Simulator with
the
God, bro.
21-year-old man decided he needed more attention on the booze cruise he was on in Boston Harbor. So he decided to perform vertical push-ups on
That's
the
why you don't
railing of
drink
the ferry.
facts.
The crew ordered him to stop, which he did briefly until they turned their backs. Soon enough, he faltered and toppled overboard. Several life rings were thrown to within several feet of the man, and a crew member got into the water within 5 feet to assist, but he was unable to stay afloat and eventually drowned. Number 8. Self-Defensestration. A Toronto
I don't even
attorney
go
named
near the
Gary
edge of
Hoyle
cruise
was
ships, boy.
incredibly proud of the strength of the
look.
windows in his sky.
I'm not swimming out the ocean, bro. I'm not fighting no currents, no waves, no nothing. On a cruise boat, I stay 5 feet away from the edge, bro.
Skyscraper.
Ain't
So
no way.
proud, in fact, that he was
That's why he
known to
died,
show off
facts.
the durability of his 24th floor office windows by throwing himself against them. One day in 1993, he decided to impress some incoming students by body checking himself against the glass. The first time, the window held, as it always had before. Hoy took another run at the glass, and it popped out of the frame. The lawyer plunged to the pavement below.
Imagine your first day of work, bro. Bro, why my man hair look like? Look at the close up on my man, bro. Man, hairline way back there, big old forehead. Anyway, imagine your first day of work. You walk in, What's good? You know what I'm saying? This is an amazing place. We got a lot of smart people here. It looked like he got like a bottle of alcohol in the back right there. But nonetheless, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of very intelligent people here. I'm excited to onboard y'all. Y'all look like y'all have a bright future. Bink! Fall 50-something floors down to the ground, bro. You deserve it. You deserve it. Delete.
And died from his injuries. Peter Lawers, managing partner of the firm, told a local newspaper that Gary was one of the best and brightest. If that's true, I suggest you hire a different firm.
Facts.
Number 7. DIY death. In 1996, Mark Gleason made a last-ditch effort to quiet his snoring, so his girlfriend, Tracy Lambert, could sleep. Doctors had told Gleason that his snoring, which was caused by sinus problems from a car accident, was incurable. But the Scottish couple were determined to get it under control. After taking a few sleeping pills and drinking some wine, Gleason stuffed tampons into his nostrils. He fell asleep on Lambert's sofa, and the next morning, she discovered his lifeless body. Gleason died from asphyxiation caused by both the tampons and the sleeping pills, which furthered his breathing difficulties. Number 6.
That's crazy.
Accidentally proving an accident. In an Ohio courtroom in July 1871, lawyer Clement Vallandigham argued that his client Thomas McGeehan was innocent of murder. McGeehan was accused of killing a man named Tom Myers during a bar fight. Vallandigham maintained that Myers accidentally killed himself with his own pistol. To prove it, he used an unloaded gun to demonstrate to the jury how Myers could have done this. That evening, the lawyer set a loaded pistol next to the unloaded one on a table at his hotel, in the process of demonstrating to fellow lawyers how Myers...
Now listen, if y'all ever shot a gun, you can tell when one's loaded and not loaded. And why didn't you check the gun before you left? That's like, bro, case files, bullets that I took out the gun before I was going to court. Seemed like you would have did that, bro. Delete this man, bro.
Myers may have shot himself. Vallandigham picked up the loaded gun from the table and shot himself in the abdomen. He was mortally wounded, but his demonstration apparently worked, and McGeehan was acquitted. Number 5.
Did he die, though?
Nutrition. British scientist and nutrition fanatic Basil Brown consumed a gallon of carrot juice daily and 70 million units of vitamin A over the course of 10 days. The combination of toxins produced the same effect on his liver as alcohol, and he died from cirrhosis. When he died, his skin was bright yellow. While some people may not know how dangerous a vitamin A toxicity can be, it's common knowledge that over-consuming anything can lead to disastrous results. Number 4. Obvious but optional boundaries. In March of 2018, a New Jersey man named Anthony G. headed to his father's house to shovel snow from his driveway. Along the way, Anthony encountered a series of cones warning drivers of a downed wire ahead. He didn't want to waste time on a detour, so he proceeded around the cones. Anthony, who was employed as a New York City electrician and should have been well aware of the hazards of downed wires, paid the ultimate price for his foolishness. When police arrived at the scene, his vehicle was engulfed in flames and he was dead. Number 3. Daredevil dummy. Wang Yongying was a...
Oh, I think I seen the video of this dude falling, bro. Why would you ever do this, bro? I would never climb to a building and hang off. I can hang off the playground. Same thing. Same angle, same muscles, everything. Less death if I fall.
The famous Chinese daredevil known for his death-defying stunts atop skyscrapers. Some of his famed acts included doing push-ups on the side of a skyscraper, walking along rooftops, and hanging from high-rise buildings. Eventually, Yongning's risky behavior caught up to him,
he couldn't
and
get back
fell
up
from a 62-story skyscraper. His body was found the next day, along with the camera that filmed him losing his grip. The moral of Yongning's tragedy is that there are much safer ways to gain stardom, success, and an adrenaline rush. Number 2.
Yeah, much safer
crushed
ways, bro.
by car.
Much
when
safer.
you're fixing a heavy object, don't sit under it if it's propped up precariously. One slight wrong move, and it's game over. Sarunas Masionis learned this lesson the hard way. In mid-2018, he attempted to repair his car while propping it up on a tire and a jack with a wooden block underneath it. The car crushed Masionis. His partner noticed he was blue, and a neighbor unsuccessfully tried lifting the car. Efforts to save the man's life were in vain, and he died from asphyxia caused by the fatal chest compression.
I know my man was going through it while he was dying,
Wheelchair elevator tantrum. A wheelchair-bound 40-year-old South Korean man, known only as Mr. Lee, threw an explosive tantrum when he approached an elevator at a shopping center as the doors closed and couldn't get in. Instead of waiting for the next one, he repeatedly rammed into the closed elevator.
I know he's not about to fall down the elevator shaft, bro.
Doors, and in an apparent underestimation of his own strength, thrusted them open. Mr. Lee fell into the elevator shaft and plummeted 19 feet to his death. Instead of cautioning the general...
And then my man, I know that wheelchair fell on top, bro. My that neck is doing these, bro. My man doing it, hit the ground and did the Thriller dance. He did that. As soon as he hit the ground, bro, neck gone, bro.
Public against the potential consequences of violent anger, shopping center officials promised to strengthen their elevator doors.
My man said, "Doon."
So which of these stories do you think deserves the...
That's a very terrible joke, bro. But listen, these are gene pool deletions, all right? So we don't got... Look, I'm not advocating for nobody's death. I want everybody to be alive and well, okay? But listen, look, it's called natural selection for a reason. We didn't have to do nothing. Listen, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all smash that like button. Who do y'all think was the worst? Let me see. Elevator man was pretty dumb because you literally could have avoided that. Dude who chopped off his neck, I'm definitely giving him, bro. Playing drinking games and chopped your neck, get him out of here, bro. But y'all let me know who y'all thought was the dumb. And the revolver lawyer, bro. He was stupid too. But yeah, y'all let me know y'all top 3 dummies from this. Even though there was, 15 of them? Make sure y'all smash that like button, hit that sub button. Until next time, we out of here.